Imperial measurement, the imperial system, is commonly used in the United States. Feet, inches, yards, miles. We do use imperial measurements a lot in Canada, like we measure our height in feet and inches, but on our driver's licenses it's in centimeters. So we don't normally use imperial measurement overall, but it's something that we are definitely familiar with, especially when you go between United States and Canada. So if we are going to convert from 5 miles to yards, that means we would be starting here and we're going down 1. So because we're going down, we're going to multiply by 1760. So 5 times 1,760. And that equals 880. So when you convert 8,800, not 880, just forget that. When you convert 5 miles to yards, there's 8,800 yards in 5 miles. If we're going to go miles to feet, so we're going to go from here down 1 step, so 5 times 1760. And now we're going to go down another step. So we're going to times it by 3. So we combine the steps and multiply it all. So 5 times 1760 times 3 is 26,400 feet. So that is how many feet are in 5 miles. Okay, when you're converting 14 feet to yards and feet, because we have 2 different units, the way that we are going to solve for this is we're going to use long division so that we can find a remainder. So going from yards to feet, or feet to yards, I should draw the arrow the other way. There we go. We're dividing by 3. So you take your number, 14, and we're going to divide it by 3, because that's what step we're going up. 3 goes into 14 4 times. 4 times 3 is 12. Subtract the difference, so 14 minus 12 is 2. So this 4, this is how many yards we have. We know that 4 yards happen in 14 feet, and there's 2 feet left over. So our answer, 14 feet, 2 yards in feet, is 4 yards, 2 feet. Converting 62 inches, I wrote yards, to feet and yards, feet, inches. There we go, I have the right question written down now. So we're going to take 62, and because we're going up 2 steps, inches to yards, we combine both the 12 and the 3. So 12 times 3 is 36. So we're going to take 62, and we're going to divide it by 36. 36 will go into 62 only once. I want to do this a different color. Once. 1 times 36 is 36. Subtract the 2 numbers, find the difference. We should be left with 26. So this 26 is our remainder. And this 1 is how many yards we can fit into 62. So we got a little bit left over. We can still break that 26 down into feet. So we're going to take 26. And to go from inches to feet, we're going to divide by 12. 26 divided by 12. It can go in 2 times. 2 times 12 is 24. Subtract and find the difference, and we should have 2 left over. Let's do it in blue. So this 2 right here is how many feet we have. And because there's 2 left over at the end, and we can't make that any smaller, those are our inches. So if we were to break this down, 62 inches to yards and feet and inches, it would be 1 yard, 2 feet, 2 inches. (3,520 yards to miles). So because we're going straight from here to here, we can just divide. So 3,520 divided by 1,760, and if you type that into your calculator or do it in your head, you should get 2 miles. So 3,520 yards is 2 miles. Okay, the word problem. Tyrell has 4 yards of cord to make friendship bracelets. Each bracelet needs 8 inches of cords per bracelet. How many bracelets can Tyrell make? So in order to use unit analysis, we have to make our units the same to compare them. So it's always easier to convert your bigger unit. So we're going to convert 4 yards to inches. So we're going to go down, erase this, from yards to feet, then yards to inches. So 4 times 12 times 3, which is the same as 4 times 36, which is 144. So we have 144 inches of cord. To figure out how many bracelets that makes, we're going to take 144 and divide it into 8s, and you should get 18. So Tyrell can make 18 bracelets.